the white one that I saw there. I've got no idea.
Sorry, get no space. Do you have a message?
Game on behind.
Yeah. And the screen, the live pictures.
So I'm looking at.
Right now it's still.
Yes.
It's frozen. I think it's the camera. I reckon it might be the camera. It's not. It could be a power thing. It could be a.
PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria Women's, Alamein hosting Calder United. Vital game for Alamein. If they win today, they can still maintain some semblance of a challenge for the Premier's plate. Defeat, though, and they might be resigned to being cut adrift in fourth and maybe, just maybe, having to look over their shoulder at Southern United advancing up from fifth. It's a big opportunity for Calder United. South Melbourne and Geelong Galaxy United drawing with each other already this weekend. And the three-way race for the title, well, they can keep it that way if they avoid defeat this afternoon. We've kicked off, and it's Calder United attacking the left of your screens and Alamein attacking to the right. Keisha Meyer. Scooping a long ball. Pastor. Papadopoulos. And now Williams. Team struggling to string passes together at the moment. Just a bit of kick to start this one off. Sun coming across the ground, so whenever they look over to the camera side, they will be looking into the sun. Long ball. Amy Kane caught behind Binning, and Mason Jones, the goalkeeper for Calder, out to grab her first touch of the game. Meyer misses the ball. Window of opportunity for Alamein. Schroeder waiting for players to arrive in the penalty area. Rolls it back to Douglas. Does like a long shot. That one was ambitious, though. Scooping it out for a goal kick. Mason Jones takes the goal kick. Binning already there, having to shield the eyes. I did mention that looking into sun is going to be a bit of a factor, potentially for the entire duration of today's game, actually. Long ball, looking for Papadopoulos, who has moved forward from left back, but that pass is misdirected and goes out for a throw. So the starting 11s this afternoon, the home team Alamein, Erin Hudson in goal. At the moment they've got Ali Coleman standing next to Mariana Anthony at the centre of defence. Anita Lesh on the left, Jamie Williams on the right. Caitlin Douglas in central midfield today with Mari Pastor, and also looking at the Alamein formation, Christina Karachi. And then up front on one wing we've got Ria Schroeder, on the other Jana Lawson, and then up top Amy Kane. Pretty attacking Alamein team in today, especially considering they're playing Douglas as a defensive midfielder. Calder's turn to attack at the moment, though. Barbieri on the ball, looking to cut in. Firing from distance and blocked by Cindy Lay into the path of Bridie Siri. What a start for Calder. Bridie Siri scores the opener. And barely 3 minutes gone. 2.5 minutes is all it's taken for Calder United to stamp their authority on this match. It was a long shot, bit of ambition to it from Melinda J. Barbieri, but it was deflected off Cindy Lay, and you'd have to say it turned into an assist as it rolled into the path of Bridie Siri, and her finish into the bottom left corner, giving Erin Hudson no chance. Definitely not the start Alamein had in mind, and Siri, who the question so often for her is finishing, one shot, one goal. That is a great start to her afternoon. Calder now will be encouraged by that. South Melbourne and Geelong Galaxy with a couple of people in the crowd today, but for the most part we'll be watching from afar, hoping that Alamein might be able to affect the title race today, but as of right now, Calder are looking to move back to the top of the league. And looking at the lineup for the visiting team, Beth Mason-Jones in goal, Keisha Meyer and Rachel Binning at the centre of defence, Danny Gadelge on the right, Stacey Papadopoulos on the left, Gulshan Koja and Emma Robers at the centre of midfield. In front of them, Cindy Lay, and then on the left, Melinda J. Barbieri. On the right, the goal scorer, Bridie Siri, and up top this afternoon, Rachel Alonso. Alamein looking for the quick response. Long ball from Douglas. Lawson coming from very deep, and Mason-Jones is comfortably onto the ball. 4 minutes gone. Calder 1, Alamein 0, and they've thrown down the gauntlet to the home team this afternoon. How badly do you want to be part of the title race this season? Williams sends it sideways to Pastor, who has to backtrack. Pastor trying a long ball straight to Rachel Binning. Siri plays the ball through the right side. Cindy Lay trying to accelerate, but Coleman is quickly across and putting the ball out for a throw. Gadelge's throw. Rolls down to Coleman. Hits the ball high and long. Binning meets it on halfway. Lay put a foot in. It falls to Siri. To the top of the box. Shooting again, and this time blocked straight off the boot by Coleman. Clever from Schroeder. Able to shrug the challenge of Robers, but Cindy Lay proved one opponent too many. And now a foul given away by Rhea Schroeder. Free kick going to Calder United. Unlike Mason-Jones, Erin Hudson doesn't have to worry about looking into the sun in this first half, with about 15% of the ground currently covered in shadow, conveniently including the Alamein goalkeeper. Danica Delge over the free kick. Big pack of players. Calder a very dangerous team in the air. They've got a lot of aerial prowess. Meyer, Binning and Koja, the main three threats. Here comes the ball. It's allowed to bounce, and it's in the end an easy hold at the far post for Hudson. Hudson's clearance. Only Schroeder in the attacking half for Alamein. Wins the header, but there's no support. And it rolls down to Gulshan Koja. Coming off a best of field performance last week in the Team App final. Kane. Straight into the path of Papadopoulos. And Papadopoulos with room to run. Karachi trying to backtrack. It's a battle of two of the quicker players on the pitch, and Karachi did well to win the ball and then can't find a teammate with the pass. And that's rolling out for a throw right next to the corner. Benches today, Calder with their new Scottish signing, Rebecca Dempster, available to them. Alicia Ike, Sarah Lorca, Marie Rampel and Alexandra Sinclair, the other new signing during the week, coming over from their sister club, Keilor Park. And for Alamein, Alison Baker, Amy Jackson returning to the bench today, Ash Lefebvre, Kelsey Minton and Maria Patricus. A couple of big names on that Alamein bench, but fitness the question over Amy Jackson coming back from a long injury layoff, and Ash Lefebvre, who's had a very heavy workload in recent weeks. Long ball, and cleared away by Meyer. That's going behind for a corner. Good hustle by Kane, forcing the Calder defender to play it safe. And now Alamein have their first set piece in the attacking half this afternoon. Mariana Anthony coming up from the centre of defence for the corner. Mari Pastor, as is so often the case, over the dead ball. Pastor, it's an in-swinger, attacking the frame of the goal, and it lands on the roof of the net. Mason-Jones waving it over the bar. Meyer. Alamein standing off at the moment. They do like to press on occasion, but right now, currently camped in their defensive half. Letting Calder take the game to them. Keisha Meyer hits the pass now, not on the same wavelength as Alonso. Schroeder. Papadopoulos got a foot in. Alamein keep the ball. Pastor to Douglas. Intercepted again by Meyer. Cindy Lane. Turning out of trouble, leaving two Alamein midfielders behind. Trying to find Barbieri down the wing. Coleman comes across and puts that onto the roof of the Alamein dugout. Papadopoulos with the throw in. Alonso. Back to Papadopoulos. Now Rachel Binning. Binning finds Cindy Lay. Loose touch. Nearly away there, Calder. Alamein able to repel, putting the ball into touch. Cindy Lay. Sweeping right-footed ball. Hudson moved early, able to come out and collect. And looking to launch a counter-attack, but there's really no one attacking it for Alamein. No red shirts at all at the fall of the ball, and it bounces down to the other goalkeeper, Mason Jones. Another attacking half free kick for Calder. Well beyond shooting range. Can Godelj cause trouble at the fall of the ball? It's volleyed away by Schroeder. Douglas trying to get to the ball before Lay. Plays it on. Karachi now will be chasing Gulshan Koja here. Koja takes it wide. Trying to find the touchline. Karachi unable to keep it in. And it's going to be an Alamein throw in any case. Kane turns it towards Pastor, cleared away by Koja. Anthony against Alonso. Cindy Lay. Now Papadopoulos. Plays it to Koja. Right side with a lot of open space for Calder. That's where Koja's going. Siri chasing after it. Lesh right there for company. Down in the corner and put out for a Calder throw. Deep in their attacking half. Danny Godelj up from right back to throw it in. Robers. Now Godelj, headed away by Coleman. Koja couldn't quite meet the ball. Karachi snapping at the heels. Can't win possession, but it's going to work out for Alamein. Jana Lawson away. Kane looked offside. Flag goes up. And indeed, the Alamein attacker strayed beyond the Calder defence. Binning with the restart. Lay rolls it back to Binning. Had to shield the eyes before striking the ball. Anthony wins the header. Only as far as Papadopoulos overran the ball. Gulshan Koja plays it back towards Binning. Binning looking for Siri. Sent Lesh sprawling, but Alamein win possession. Lawson now. Sending it through the left side. Koja onto the ball. Steers it back to Mason Jones. Mason Jones directing traffic. Meyer. Papadopoulos wins a throw. Meyer's long ball. Alonso looking to meet it in stride out towards the left byline. And Anthony sends it out for a throw. Game really being played on Calder's terms at the moment. Alamein with numbers camped behind the ball in the defensive half. Calder trying to find a way to play through. Throw in by Barbieri. Alonso. Back to Barbieri, driving it low, and Aaron Hudson holding the ball next to the right-hand post. Papadopoulos. Robers. Back to Papadopoulos. Evades Kane. Cindy Lay. Players unsure. Central referee says it's a throw to Calder United, right in front of the Alamein bench. Papadopoulos. And this time it's going to be an Alamein throw. Meyer. Lay. Schroeder. Deflected down to Meyer. Caught in possession, but the ricochet is kind to the visiting team. Binning now. Calder just trying to clear their lines at the moment. Alamein, perhaps for the first time today, starting to press numbers up. Robers to Papadopoulos. And Alamein do win the ball. Kane over on the right. Trying to take on Papadopoulos, and the ball is put into the corner flag and behind for a corner kick. No, central referee saying it took an Alamein deflection on the way. Not sure I agree there, but Calder will be happy that they don't have to defend a corner. Mason Jones rolls it out to Binning. Binning afforded plenty of space, just meandering into the attacking half. What's the pass like? Cindy Lay able to keep the ball. Alonso couldn't roll her marker, able to keep it moving at all costs, and Williams volleys clear. Koja to Binning. Now Robers in a battle with Pastor. Pastor kept her feet. Playing the ball through the left side. Lawson advancing from deep. Able to get to the ball before Goodell. Cutting in. Jana Lawson sends it low. Away by Meyer. Now another follow-up. Anita Lesh hits it first time. And it's held on to by Mason Jones. The shot straight at her. Still a shot on target for Alamein. Starting to lift their intensity. Calder have had the game pretty much on their terms for the first 17 minutes. Alamein trying to respond. Ball knocked out for a throw. Throw in. Papadopoulos. Meyer to Schroeder. Pastor. Sends it through the left. Lesh getting forward. Square ball. Karachi to Schroeder. Now finds Kane. Flag stays down. Kane on the turn. Blocked straight off the boot. Meyer right there to steer it away. Karachi. In a 1-on-2. Now playing it straight to Cindy Lay of Calder. Anthony jumps the pass and able to get it to Caitlin Douglas. Rober's right there to contest the ball though. And now Cindy Lay trying to burst through. And that's a clumsy foul from Douglas. Be doing well to avoid the first yellow card of the game. Referee, just a quick word. And Douglas leaves the scene. Lay was away there. Douglas maybe slightly lucky not to get a yellow for the foul, but still early doors, and the referee deciding against reaching for the pocket too early. Cadelge has been over a number of these attacking half free kicks from a long way. This one, again, close to the keeper. Hudson went for the punch rather than the catch in the end, and has actually been taken out by one of her own defenders here. 2 Alamein players are down, and Hudson's focus was on the ball there, left her body open to being taken out, and the trainer's being called straight away. So Hudson gives the thumbs up. She's right to continue. Amy Kane is being walked around the sidelines. It seems as though she'll be all right to continue as well. And after a bit of a delay, it seems as though Alamein aren't going to need to make an early sub. Kane is keen to come back on, but they've got a corner to defend, one short here, Alamein, with their goalkeeper perhaps head still spinning. Alonso takes the corner, attacking the goal frame, and it hits the crossbar before bouncing out. Never really looked like it was going in, but it just dipped late to ricochet off the top of the crossbar on its way out. You can see there Erin Hudson still very proppy. Amy Kane comes back on, but those two will have to keep a close eye on because it seems as though they're both still suffering the effects of colliding with each other. Pastor challenging Robers. Now Cindy Lay finds Alonso. Alonso shooting on the turn. Coleman deflected. Siri nearly capitalising. No power behind it. Picked up by the goalkeeper. Right up to the edge of the penalty area. Booting it high and long. And this one's going to bend towards the line. Schroeder chasing. Nods it on, but can't keep it from going out for a goal kick. Rachel Binning. As has been the case, Alamein letting Binning run almost to halfway, but this time Amy Kane pounces. Just a trip on the ball. Cadelge in. Kane, slide challenge. Took out Cadelge. In the meantime, ball breaks to Lawson through the left side. Cutting it across. Pastor running from deep. Tried to turn it in. Unable to steer it back towards the goal. Alamein's best move of the game. But Mari Pastor, in her desperation to get to the ball, unable to steer it back onto the target. Call to restart. Meyer. Once again looking for Binning. Binning. Low ball. Lesh read it best, but a loose touch. Cindy Lay steals in. Cadelge. Lay. Only as far as Coleman. And that high ball over the left will bend out for a throw. Alonso leaves it for Siri. Pass looking for Barbieri. Williams intercepts and sends it high and out. Cadelge. Lesh. Koja slicing a pass. Anthony brought it down. Calder at the fall though. Koja. Now Siri. Looking to catch out the goalkeeper, but that shot bending wide. And eventually finding its way out. Anthony. Schroeder brings the ball down. Pastor, I think as far as Robers. Siri leaves it for Cindy Lay. Lay shooting and putting it in the bottom left. What a finish from Cindy Lay. Erin Hudson left flat-footed on the goal line for Alamein. And Cindy Lay's sensational season continues. The moment that left the boot, it seemed to be honing in on one of the corners. And I think the celebration reflects it. Cindy Lay very happy with finding the back of the net there. And now it is a big uphill climb for Alamein as they fall 2-0 behind in the 27th minute. Kick-off, and Pastor plays it to Lawson. Lawson looking for the return ball. Mason Jones sliding in to collect. Cindy Lay. Gadelge. Koja. Lawson. Jana Lawson striding at the call to defence. Plays it to Schroeder. Straight into the challenge of Robers, though. Robers clears. Anthony. Douglas. Now Pastor. Back to Douglas. Over to Lesh. Lesh's pass can't connect with a teammate. Out it goes. Gadelge. Lay's header. Pastor. Lesh. Sweeping ball in and bouncing down to Mason Jones. Meyer. Meyer plays it to Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos a square ball. Binning got there first. Coleman underneath it. Bouncing into the path of Robers. Douglas. Awkward back pass. And the goalkeeper able to come out and collect. Papadopoulos. Now Karachi. Trying to find a way through the right. Papadopoulos knocks the ball out. Williams. Flag's gone up. And it's going to be an Alamein ball, wide on the right side. So a promising free kick for Alamein. Anita Lesh over the dead ball. 2 in the wall. Lesh sends it low, and that's easy pickings for Cindy Lay. Anthony with a follow-up, always bending wide. And anticlimactic for Alamein as it goes out for a goal kick. Mason Jones restarts play. Siri flicks it on. Alonso. Ball on the halfway line. Assistant referee flagging. It's out for an Alamein throw. Game meandering at the moment. Calder with a very comfortable safety net. 2-0 lead after 30 minutes. Alamein not quite doing enough to trouble them here. Leisha's throw in. Knocked out for another throw. Flick header on by Siri. Cindy Lay over the shoulder. Douglas is there. Kane. Amy Kane onto the right foot. Intercepted by Binning. Challenge from Anthony. Headed by Robers. Now on by Kane. Pastor. Playing it through. Schroeder. Well, the ball's in the net, but the flag went up. I think that's a very tight call. Not too much protesting going on from Alamein. They're on the right track. Have to trust the assistant referee on the better angle there, but Schroeder's run was a good one. Just offside. Mason Jones. Barbieri. Binning. Douglas to Pastor. Papadopoulos able to keep possession. Turns it central. Binning. Now Koja. Turns the ball into the path of Robers. Taken away. Karachi looking to run from deep. High ball over the right side. The flag's up again. And on this occasion, I think the Calder defence knew they'd caught out Rhea Schroeder over on that right side. Koja. Barbieri. Losing out to Pastor. And the referee says a foul against the Calder captain. Not happy with the decision. Gadelja's free kick. Hudson again comes out, and this time no clatter of bodies. She's given a free run at the ball. Throwing it out to Lawson. Lawson down the left side. And at the byline, referee saying it's a goal kick. So an enterprising run to begin with, but no end product. Alamein left frustrated once more. Mason Jones hits the ball. Not the longest goal kick. Alamein trying to capitalise. Meyer. Karachi. Pile up of bodies. And Karachi with the foul there. Alonso not happy about it. Fairly blatant foul there. Referee trying to come in and calm things down. Koja plays the ball to Meyer. Now Papadopoulos. Trying to get around Anthony and does. Still going Stacey Papadopoulos. Deflected shot. Pastor clears. Kane. Pastor. All a bit hurried for Alamein at the moment. Gadelja cross and wins a throw. Taken quickly. Koja. Bouncing ball into the path of Alonso. It's Alonso for a third. Calder United can't miss at the moment. Rachel Alonso makes it 3-0. A flowing move from Calder, and Alonso's finish, picking out the top left corner. And for the third time in this first half, Erin Hudson left to look at her defence and say, give me some help. Calder are finding the corners. Alamein are currently on the canvas. 10 minutes before half time, it's Calder United 3, Alamein 0. Barbieri. Calder trying to capitalise. Cindy Lay breaking here. Lay took on Coleman. Coleman able to get it away. Barbieri against Williams. Pastor. Meyer. Koja. Now Papadopoulos. Pastor. Long ball intercepted by Gadelge. Rovers keeps it away from Karachi. Douglas through the right side. Schroeder cutting in. Pastor. Koja. Papadopoulos only as far as Karachi. Over to the right side. Pastor scrambling to keep the ball in. Cross to the top of the area. No one there to attack the ball in a red shirt. Calder United get the ball away. Gadelge. Long ball down the line. Siri can't keep it in. Out for a throw. Lesh. Coleman. Koja. Headed away by Lesh. Koja again. Sends in a cross. Alonso. Couldn't keep the ball. Alamein clear, but there really is a feeling like Calder are closing in on yet another goal here. Douglas just kicks for territory, trying to relieve the pressure. Mason Jones. Now Binning. Meyer. Long ball. Papadopoulos has timed her run. Brings it down. Looking to break through the left side. Papadopoulos with the cutback and cleared by Anthony. Can't find the line though. Called to stay on the attack. Barbieri. Schroeder. Koja blocks the ball. Barbieri taking on Karachi. And in the tangle of legs, Alamein win a free kick. Coleman. Lawson. Turning and running. Jana Lawson. Still going Lawson. Papadopoulos able to intervene. Lawson's been apprehensive to shoot from distance today. Getting closer to the penalty area though has come unstuck. Rovers now looking to release Bridie Siri. Up against Ali Coleman. Siri. And Coleman does well. Wins the ball. Wins the foul. Coleman. Pastor. Lesh. Around Rovers. Playing a long ball, looking for Kane. Binning is there. Binning takes the ball away. Coleman. Out it goes. Gadelge. Siri. High cross. Barbieri with it all to do. Schroeder trying to clear. Takes a deflection. And that should be an Alamein throw. No, it's going Calder's way. Must have just sliced off the outside of the boot without ever contacting Barbieri. And now this time it will be an Alamein throw. Papadopoulos, Barbieri, Coleman clears, Schroeder, straight back to Calder though, 50-50 ball, Koja, Pastor, now Kane, turning and playing it through the right side, Karachi striding after the ball, not much in the middle of the penalty area though, Karachi hits the byline, Meyer crashing in, winning the ball, Papadopoulos comes away. Barbieri. Lay protecting the ball, and now Minty Barbieri sprinting into the attacking half. So much space for Barbieri to exploit. Plays it to Siri. And Siri with a low shot, no power behind it. Picked up by the goalkeeper, and that is a lucky escape for Alamein. Meyer heading the ball back to Mason Jones. Header from Douglas. Looked like a raised arm on Cindy Lay. Play continues. It's going to end up back in Calder possession regardless. Mason Jones. Rolls the ball to Binning. Has to be careful with Kane pressing up. Meyer. Throw in. Looked like a fairly blatant push by Anthony. Alonso grabbed the ball, was basically gambling that the referee would agree. And the referee did. Free kick to Calder. And they're leaving it for Gadelge, as has been customary throughout this first half. Do they have a fourth before the break? Gadelge plays it quickly. Alonso was left all alone on the wing. Wants her right foot. Swings it in. Robers brings it down. Lesh trying to clear. Sliced across. Douglas now sends the ball high. Robers. Koja. Lesh jumped the pass. Still unable to take the ball away. Coleman. Driving it into the path of Kane. Now Papadopoulos. Douglas. Kane looking to turn. And falling over on the ball. Only a brief window of opportunity there for Alamein. Quickly coming to an end. 2 minutes of stoppage time to end the first half. There was that considerable delay earlier when Aaron Hudson and Amy Kane clattered into each other at a corner. Contest in the air. Another Calder free kick. Free kick to Guljan Koja. Plays the ball to Papadopoulos, but doesn't work out. Wrong side of the line, out for a throw. Alamein, not sure if they want to get to half-time or not, really. 1 minute of stoppage gone at the end of the first half. Lay on the attack. Can they find one goal before the break? Hudson bombs it long. Gadelge. Williams. Pastor. Karachi. Ball goes out for a throw. Assistant referee is flagging. It's going to be an Alamein ball for a foul throw. Williams. Gadelge volleys away. Douglas. Back to Williams. Back to Coleman. Lay. Slices it out. And that's half-time. One of the more comprehensive first halves of the season. Calder United 3, Alamein 0. 3 very well taken goals. Bridie Siri after just 2.5 minutes, followed by Cindy Lay and Rachel Alonso. The defending champions have laid down a marker this afternoon. It's going to be a tough half-time break for Alamein. So back underway for the second half here at H.A. Smith Reserve. The whistle goes and Alamein have it all to do. 3-0 down to Calder United. As dominant a first half as you will see from the visiting team. The question now is, do they press on and add to their goal difference? Do Alamein make it difficult for them by mounting some sort of a comeback? Calder on the right side with Bridie Siri. Taken away by Coleman. Of course, Calder would have seen last week South Melbourne's 9-2 win against NTC, which took a fair old chunk out of the goal difference advantage that they did enjoy over South Melbourne. Started the day with a goal difference 13 better and ended the day with a goal difference 6 better. So a 3-0 win today would put them back almost to double figures better than South Melbourne. Geelong Galaxy also hanging around South Melbourne's goal difference tally. Feeling certainly at the moment is that if the teams end up level, it's going to be Calder that has the tiebreaker in their favour. Free kick for Alamein. Caitlin Douglas standing over the ball. Douglas strikes the free kick. Headed away by Meyer. Pastor. Coleman stayed forward, but Binning was composed. Koja, Douglas, and now Binning volleys clear. Siri brings the ball down. Anthony wins the ball away. Mariana Anthony down in the corner, keeping it alive. Lawson. Anthony in at the near post, and Amy Kane was lunging for the ball, but always sending it wide of the target, and it's been held onto by Mason Jones. Just the one change during the half-time break. Kelsey Minton coming into the game for Alamein. Calder going with an unchanged lineup at the start of the second half, but Stacey Papadopoulos is down here, slowly getting back to her haunches. Alamein are attacking down the other side of the pitch. It's a live ball for Lawson through the left side, trying to cut it across, and Binning turns it behind for a corner. The referee now has seen Stacey Papadopoulos down, and it looks like we're going to have a break in play at some point. Alamein trying to take the corner. And the referee is going to whistle a pause to the action. So that one Alamein change at halftime was Rhea Schroeder leaving the game and Kelsey Minton coming on. Standing in a pack of Alamein players underneath this Set piece right here. Is this the way back into the game? Taken short, Pastor. Cindy Lay. Bit of a grab of the shirt going on. And possession given away. Free kick to Calder United in their defensive half. Danny Goodell over the free kick. Bridie Siri chasing after the ball. Winning the foot race at the moment. Anthony tumbles in and is first to recover. Scooped the clearance. Cindy Lay shouts for handball. Lay fires and Hudson down to make the save. Fourth goal, and you can shut the gate. It would have been Calder by how much here in the second half. Alamein have come out looking sprightly here, but you feel as though another Calder goal will surely put paid to any faint hope of a comeback. As Anthony bowls over Danny Goodell. Calder are getting their first change ready. Marie Rampel up to the halfway line. Anthony. Papadopoulos hasn't really been tested since going down a moment ago. You suspect that might be the most obvious change. Anthony throws the ball in. Koja slicing it on. Goodell has to go chasing. Goodell does well, plays it away from Kane. Anthony volleying it out. Called a ball. Sub's going to go through, and the change is going to be Bridie Siri, who got the scoring started after 2.5 minutes back in the first half. She leaves the game, and Marie Rampel comes on. Straight swap in the front three, and that must mean that Stacey Papadopoulos is good to continue. Anthony heading it out. Goodell to take the throw. Now an Alamein throw. Lawson hurls it long. Binning leaping above Kane. Confusion over the throw now. All going on right in front of the Alamein dugout. Central referee just trying to calm things down here. Has a quick word with the assistant. It is going to be an Alamein ball at the end of all of that. Bit of gamesmanship going on with Cindy Lay. Well, for a game that's 3-0, they really are haggling over the small stuff at the moment. One throw in causing all sorts of acrimony. And now the ball is back alive. Kane knocks over Cindy Lay, and it's going to be a Calder free kick. Sent long by Goodell. Rampel, fresh legs off the bench. Trying to control the ball and does well. Turned behind for a corner by Anthony. So Calder trying to continue where they left off. Early set piece. And the last strands of sunshine making their way across H.A. Smith Reserve are going to potentially affect the goalkeeper, Erin Hudson, here. Calder getting most of their tall players forward. Binning the obvious target. Goodell off a long run up, sends the corner high to the far post, skims off Myers' head. Lawson got a touch on it first. Cindy Lay, ball back in. Alonso, had a tap in looming, but sent it the wrong way, nowhere near the target. Lay chases the ball down, takes a deflection, and Williams volleys away. Robers plays the ball back to Koja. Now Goodell. Binning. Rampel. Ball runs on. Cleared away by Coleman. Binning against Lawson. And out for a throw. But back to the chance for Rachel Alonso. Uncontested leap at the ball in the 6-yard box and just turned the body the wrong way. sending the volley away from the net. Murray Pastor or Rachel Binning, one of the two appears to be in the book, I think, based on the reaction of the two players. It might be Binning who got the yellow card. It's been a start-stop first 9 minutes of the second half. And the game gets back underway. Anthony driving it to Lawson. Alamein throw. Hurled in the direction of Douglas. Meyer rose to the ball. Robers stands and swings the right foot, puts the ball out. Lawson. Pastor. Lesh runs onto the ball. Right foot, not the preferred foot. Ball slices away. Williams charging through. Meyer was legged, but ball cleared away. Williams down the line. Papadopoulos. Minton headed away by Meyer. Barbieri. Quick 1-2. Rides the challenge of Williams. Ball into open space. Cindy Lay plays it to Rampel. Trying to turn Anthony. Anthony able to hold her ground. Rampel deflects the pass. Back onto the ball. Swinging in at the near post. And out it goes for a goal kick. Ball played down into the corner. Calder players pressing up. Anthony trying to get away, wins a throw. Anthony's throw, Lawson. Back to Anthony, and just drives the pass out for a throw. Game is really disintegrated at the moment. Gadelge hurls it in. Bouncing over Barbieri's head, doubles back in at the byline, cutting it across. Cindy Lay, the header somehow stays out. And Karachi is able to clear it away. Another close shave for Alamein. Calder have had two great opportunities now to score their fourth goal. And they might still be on here. Lay. Deflected ball, cleared away by Anthony. Bouncing out to the right side. Karachi intercepted by Meyer. Ball out for a throw. Throw in by Williams. Coleman. Anthony chasing a loose ball. Flicks it on. Lawson. Onto her right foot. High ball over to Karachi. Karachi keeps it moving down the right side. Pastor chases it to the byline. Cuts back in. Pastor's cross over the head of Kane. And Gadelge first to the ball to clear. Alonso trying to volley it on. Alonso back in. Coleman right on her case. Alamein win possession. Coleman finds Kane. Binning comes across, leaves Kane sprawling. And Rachel Binning has done well to win the ball and avoid conceding the foul. Played to Rample. And a little nudge in the back from Anthony means it's going to be a free kick to Calder United. Gadelge. Pass intercepted by Anthony. Sliced away. Out for another Calder United throw. Koja. And the referee whistling. Free kick in a dangerous position here for Calder United. Mark Torcaso bringing Guljan Koja across for a quick word. Gadelge in the meantime, standing over the free kick. Aaron Hudson looking squarely into the sun. Gadelge's curving ball, Binning with a header, and Hudson steadying, able to make an easy collect. Another long ball for Calder. Barbieri being steered central. Keeps it moving. Rample cuts it across. Alonso. Ball ran on. They're queuing up and Cindy Lay puts it over the bar. Calder got numbers forward on that occasion, but Cindy Lay's finish couldn't miss in the first half, but that one was sent high. Double change coming up for Alamein. Amy Kane and Mariana Anthony coming off. Ash Lefebvre and Ali Baker coming on. So this will be an interesting change. Anthony has had so much work to do at the centre of defence that can't help but feel this is a fairly big gamble here from Alamein. Looks like they're switching to three at the back and leaving Ali Coleman with all the work to do. Minton can't control the goal kick. It runs out. Papadopoulos shooting from distance and again rolling into the arms of Aaron Hudson. Rovers. Baker can't get a first touch. Gadelge. Now Rample. Plays the ball on. Gadelge, cross in and volleyed away by Coleman. Lawson. Rample sends it back into the danger area. Flick header on and Hudson again. Just a gentle up and under, holding on to the ball. It's all Calder at the moment, but really without the venom of the first half. Score remains 3-0. Koja throws down the line. Header away by Williams. Karachi. Minton. Karachi. Meyer chasing. Karachi cuts back. Baker. Loose touch. Cleared away by Guljan Koja. Lefebvre. Lesh can't take the ball. Rample gives it straight back. Pastor has an option over on the right. Karachi is there. Bit more promising from Alamein at the moment. Caught in possession here though, Papadopoulos. Douglas sends the ball over to the left. Lefebvre. Curving cross. Minton can't get a touch. Meyer slicing it back to the goalkeeper. Beth Mason-Jones hasn't had too much work to do so far this afternoon. Just staying alert on that occasion. Bombing the ball long. Coleman. Alonso. Barbieri trying to combine. Cleared away by Williams. And now Karachi. Bit of a grapple going on. And Stacey Papadopoulos, surely yellow card on this occasion for preventing Karachi breaking away. Second yellow card of the afternoon. Coming in the 64th minute. Score the same as at half-time. Called 3. Alamein 0. One in the wall for Anita Lesh. Big pack of players waiting at the top of the area. Lesh drives the free kick and it's going to bounce through. Douglas was there but not close enough to the ball. Mason-Jones able to hold on. Boots the ball away. Lefebvre read it better in the air. 50-50 ball. Alonso and Baker. And Alonso able to take possession. Through the right side, Barbieri sprinting away. Can she connect the cross? It finds Rampel. And into the arms of Erin Hudson and Marie Rampel there. Really, the ball hit her more than she struck it. And thus the lack of power to trouble Hudson, who still had to be sharp to react, even though the ball wasn't coming at express pace. Bouncing down to Koja. Ball is volleyed out. Calder preparing one of their new arrivals, Alexandra Sinclair, who was playing for Keilor Park as recently as last week in State 1. Meyer. Robers. Papadopoulos. Through the left side. Rampel chasing. Coleman has position and Coleman's caught. Rampel keeps the attack going. And the ball runs down to the byline. What's the decision? Out for a goal kick. So the change is going through. And that yellow card has signalled the end of Stacey Papadopoulos' afternoon. Positional switches coming up aplenty for Calder, you suspect, here. In the 67th minute, Alexandra Sinclair joins the NPLW era, having been a previous WPL player. Now makes her return to the top flight after a number of years. Maria Rampel, who had certainly brought a bit of life to the front three, has now been switched to right back, and Danica Delge to left back. Karachi plays it back to Williams. Driven into the airspace of Gadelge. Karachi contesting against Robers. Now Lesh. Lawson was hanging off the last defender, but Binning's header stopped it ever arriving. Cleared away. Coleman coming across, has to deal with the danger of Alonso, puts it out for a throw. Rampel throws it in. Lawson. Baker. Lefebvre. Lesh. Lawson. Now Douglas. Dangerous pass. Wasn't looking, and Barbieri has come in and picked it off. Robers, return ball. Barbieri keeping it moving. Alonso lets it run. Sinclair into the game and firing a high ball that will fall out for a goal kick. Another sub on the way for Alamein next, it seems. Maria Patricus is coming on, along with Amy Jackson, making her long-awaited return from injury. Christina Karachi and Anita Lesh are being replaced. So that's all 5 changes for Alamein. Minton, Baker, Lefebvre, Patricus and Jackson all off the bench and into the game. Goal kick to restart play. Robers, ball knocked down. Gadelge backtracking. Lawson trying to create problems here, and it's been turned behind for a corner. Alamein have emptied the bench a long way from home, hoping to try and find a way back into this match. It's only the 70th minute at the moment. 3-0 down. If they score 1 here, you just never know. But they need to find a way to break through and score 1. Here's Douglas's corner. Jackson, nearly the perfect introduction, skimmed off the head and it's cleared away by Barbieri. Out it goes. Williams, Baker. Sinclair, only as far as Coleman. Williams, Koja. And now Cindy Lay. Ball through the right side. Alonso off and running. Barbieri waiting in the middle. Alonso wheels onto the ball. He's going to take on Coleman. Coleman takes the ball away. Lefebvre deflected back to Coleman. Now Pastor back to Lefebvre. Mari Pastor tried to drive it left. Koja was there. And the ball is out for an Alamein throw. Marie Rampel brings the ball in. Sinclair trying to control the bouncing ball. And call to get the throw. Williams. Koja. Binning and Meyer deciding who will go for the ball. Minton trying to capitalise on the indecision. Kelsey Minton into the area. Pastor. Sent back outside the box. Lefebvre. Baker, first time. Slices over to Jackson. Jackson will load up from distance, and Mason Jones saw it all the way. Able to bat the ball down. It may well have been going wide in any case. Long ball. And Alonso trying to run onto it. Coleman's there. It's multi-ball due to the game on the other pitch. Barbieri with the live ball. Plays it to Alonso. And Sinclair is offside. Would have made for quite the highlight there with the spare ball just sitting right next to the one at the feet of Mindy Barbieri. Not to be. Hudson loads up. Doesn't get a great deal of distance on the kick. Gadelge. Jackson. Sliding it for Baker. Can't nick it on. Binning is there. Koja. Williams. Now Jackson. Volleying it over to Lawson. Lawson to Douglas. And the assistant referee is signalling that it's a throw in the way of Calder United. Gadelge. Petrikis. Baker. Williams. Baker. Alamein enjoying a bit more possession now. Jackson slides it to Douglas. Attempted the back heel and nearly found a way through, but as has been the case for a lot of today, Rachel Binning just intercepting and blocking everything that Alamein throw at the Calder team. Sinclair now. Riding the challenge of Williams. Sends it through the right side and Hudson is out to collect. Lefebvre slipped and recovered. Williams. Lefebvre. Now Pastor turns central. Driving it towards Minton, but again it's Binning and Meyer combining to take the ball away. Koja intercepted by Williams. Rabble. Lefebvre. Caught in possession. Williams challenging Rample. Now Koja plays it long. Sinclair chasing. And Coleman able to win the contest and clear the ball. Lefebvre. Drives it diagonal. Kelsey Minton. Tempo of the game is perhaps as high as it's been all afternoon. Good contest at the moment. Cleared away. Coleman. Ball over to the right side. Petrikis. Gadelge. Pastor. Intercepted by Meyer. Falls to Douglas. And now Minton onside. It's Kelsey Minton. Can she produce the finish? No, over the bar. And possibly wide as well. Mason Jones sliding in. And may have got some incidental contact as a result. Alamein's best chance of the second half. And Kelsey Minton's finish certainly lacking the cutting edge that Calder had on their 3 goals in the first half. Change coming up, and it's going to be Rebecca Dempster coming on. Melinda J. Barbieri, who has certainly had a busier second half after a fairly quiet first half, leaves the game. And Dempster, who actually introduced herself to NPL Women's by playing for Calder's under-18s, scoring a couple for them, is now on and part of the senior setup. Of course, was cup-tied last week. Mason Jones back underway with the goal kick. Williams. Binning. Koja flicks it on. Rample. Now Cindy Lay. Trying to find Sinclair. Williams is quick though and playing it back to Hudson. Ball sails out. Marie Rample to bring the ball in. Certainly is a question of who's going to win this afternoon. The game has been fairly safely in Calder's keeping. We're into the 77th minute now. And Alamein would need nothing short of a miracle, but it has been a far more competitive second half in terms of the general arm wrestle of open play. Douglas looking for Minton. Binning knocks it away. Jackson, Douglas. Back to Jackson, over to the right side. Lawson. Loads up across, and Binning again, intercepting and clearing it away. She has been a magnet to the ball in these last 10 minutes as Alamein have started to get on top in general play. Petrikis. Now Minton. Early ball through the penalty area, and Rample able to deal with the danger, putting it behind for a corner. Alamein's play perhaps merits a goal. What they've been lacking is the decisive shot to find a way past Bethany Mason-Jones. Corner coming up to be taken by Mari Pastor. Pastor sends it to the near post. It's allowed to bounce and cleared away by Cindy Lay. Williams. Second try for Williams, and this one too close to the keeper and falls to Mason Jones. Dempster brings the ball down. Jackson. Robers. Dempster. Koja. Gulshan Koja firing and just wide to the left. A couple of different names getting forward on that occasion. Gulshan Koja has not really been needed to do much in an attacking sense today, but he's no stranger to scoring goals. Coleman. Driven long and out. Throw in. Long from Lawson. Minton trying to chase Meyer. Meyer's calm on the ball. Now Douglas. Jackson. Turns it over to the right, but Gulshan Koja is there. Williams. Intercepted by Sinclair. Now Dempster. Only as far as Coleman. Lawson. Taking on Gadelge. Able to breeze past Jana Lawson. What's the delivery like? Low at the near post. Koja couldn't quite get it away the first time and has to send it out for another Alamein corner. Corner kick coming up. Caitlin Douglas sends it to the near post. Pastor into the 6-yard box. A lot of players. It's cleared away. And Gadelge is able to send it back out towards the touchline. Throw in. Pastor trying to turn. Koja clears. Dempster. Williams. Douglas. High ball over the head of Baker. Binning's header. And Mason Jones up to the edge of the box. Rolls it out to Sinclair. Alexandra Sinclair taking on Murray Pastor and goes past. Now cuts in. Still going Sinclair. Plays the ball to Koja. Robers leaves it for Lay. Around Patricus, who doubles back, and now Alonso back to goal. Perhaps a little bit too interested in trying to convince the referee it was a penalty. Alamein take the ball. Lawson. Meyer. Gadelge. Lawson back in. Quick turn on the ball. Patricus. Baker to Jackson. Alamein with a few numbers committed forward here. Ash Lefebvre keeps it moving. Baker turning onto the right foot. And that one was asking quite a bit of Pastor. Minton. And now the ball cleared once again. Whistle goes over on the outer side. Free kick to Calder United. Hit long by Gadelge. Williams. Robers. Now Dempster. Turning onto the left foot. Alonso. Trying to reconnect with Dempster, but the flag was up. Offside has been paid against Rachel Alonso. Lefebvre. Baker. Lefebvre. Minton. Loose touch. Koja's there. Now Binning, caught in possession. Baker. And can't keep the ball, out it goes. Sinclair's header. Rappel. And Baker knocks the ball out. Calder's next change on the way. Alicia Ike about to come on. Robers leans in. Lay. Williams. Robers gets it up to Dempster. Now Williams. Able to move it to Lefebvre. Minton holding the ball up. Baker, only as far as Binning. And now Binning gets the ball away. Williams sets herself for the header. Rampel, it slices on. Koja. Williams to Jackson. Jackson plays it over to Pastor. Pastor over to the right side, and now Lawson. Lawson, first cross is blocked. Ball still alive. Binning with a header away. Williams drifting a ball, and it's going to bounce down to Beth Mason-Jones. Next break in play, we'll see the Calder sub. Again, very little doubt about which way the game is going. Now in the 86th minute, 3-0 still the score. Really more a question of if Alamein's persistence can find them a goal. Jackson's pass might help Baker achieve just that. Sends in a cross. It's headed away by Meyer. Baker, attack still alive, turning onto the right foot, and that one won't bend back quite enough as it goes out for a goal kick. And it's the end of the afternoon for Emma Robers. Hasn't been her most prominent game at the centre of midfield, but on a fairly comfortable afternoon for the visiting team. It's a job well done for the Calder number 11. And the 9th substitution of the afternoon goes through with Alicia Ike coming on. Mason-Jones, Pastor. Ike straight into the game. Trying to challenge Murray Pastor here. Rolls it back to Jackson. Over to the right side, Lawson. Runs into a 1-on-2, skips past Lay. Can't keep the ball in. It went beyond the byline and out for a goal kick. And now the last change of the afternoon about to be made. Sarah Lorca, who played a full game in the under-18s, so I think we were only ever going to see her for a minute or two if required, is going to be subbed on here. And Danny Gadelge, who has followed up her excellent Team App Cup final with another strong display today, is going to make an early exit. In great form at the moment, Danny Gadelge. Starting to make her spot in the first 11 of her own at Calder United, having spent so much time on the bench through the first half of the season, but seemingly now starting to become a first-team regular. Lorca comes on. A couple of Calder youngsters getting a few minutes at the end of the afternoon. Lefebvre's header. Alamein still haven't given up on scoring a goal just yet. Ball into the box. Binning allowed it to bounce. Meyer's there to help out, and it's cleared away. We've now had 88 minutes, 2+ stoppage to go. Calder 3, Alamein 0. Busy work in the crowd from one of the ball kids. Williams throws it in. Koja. Douglas trying to find a way. Minton's there as well. Couple of belated shouts for handball. Ike clears. Patricus. Cindy Lay. Now Dempster to Lay. Sweeping ball. Calder are on here. Alonso plays it early. Looking for the run of Sinclair. It's headed clear. Only as far as Alicia Ike. Now Lawson across to challenge. And Jana Lawson turns away with the ball. Running past Lorca. Koja was there to sweep up. Back to Meyer. A little dangerous there for a moment. Binning. Patricus. Jackson. Now Douglas. Playing it over to the right side. Jana Lawson. Taking on Lorca. Able to get past. Lawson in at the near post. And sliced away by Rampel. That had own goal written all over it. But it's gone through the penalty area and out for a corner. Bit of fortune there perhaps for Calder United. It was a good ball in from Lawson. Marie Rampel and Beth Mason-Jones in the end able to keep it out of the net. 30 seconds of regulation to go. Pastor's cross and Mason-Jones with a good collect. Coming out above her own defenders to hold the ball. Fourth official has got just 1 minute of additional time on the board, perhaps summing up this second half, where we haven't seen any change to the halftime score. And while we've seen a fairly good battle between the two teams, perhaps Calder's safety net of being 3 goals to the good has contributed to that to some extent. Lawson. Back to Patricus. Given away. Alonso. Cindy Lay. Sinclair. Collected by Williams. And the referee does pay the foul. Only about 30 seconds of stoppage to go. At least by my watch. Koja. Hits the ball over to the right side. Sinclair battling Williams. Ball goes out. Rampel. Appeared to be off the shoulder of Williams. And the call from the assistant referee is that it's a called a ball. Referee checking the watch. By my watch, we've had 1 minute of stoppage at the end of the afternoon, and indeed, that is full time. A result that was maybe in the books for quite a while, notwithstanding it was a fairly interesting arm wrestle through the second half, but the damage was done. Calder's early goal set them on course for a match they never looked like losing. The full-time score at H.A. Smith Reserve, Alamein FC 0, Calder United 3.